My wife forgot who I was every night at exactly 11:07 p.m. Not sometimes, not on bad days, every single night, 11:07 p.m. And the worst part, every morning, she remembered me again, completely, as if nothing had happened. For 6 months, I told myself there had to be a medical explanation, a neurological disorder, a rare form of amnesia, sleepwalking, anything except the truth. Because the truth didn't start terrifying me until the night she asked a question no stranger should have known to ask. A question that made me realize my wife wasn't forgetting me. She was remembering someone else. My name is Daniel. And this happened last year. Emily and I had been married for 4 years. Nothing unusual, no major problems, no secrets, at least none that I knew about. She was a high school teacher. I worked remotely as a software engineer. Our life was ordinary, comfortably ordinary, until one Thursday night, 11:07 p.m. I remember because I checked the clock 3 times. Emily was reading in bed. I was answering emails. Then she suddenly looked up, directly at me, confused, terrified, like she'd never seen me before. "Who are you?" I laughed. At first, I thought she was joking, but Emily wasn't laughing. She was gripping the blanket with both hands, shaking. "Please," she whispered, "who are you?" The hospital found nothing. CT scans, blood work, neurological exams, everything normal. The doctors suggested stress, fatigue, anxiety, but none of those explanations answered one question. Why exactly 11:07 p.m. every night without fail? At 11:06 she knew me. At 11:07 I became a stranger. Then every morning she woke up completely normal, remembering everything, except what happened after 11:07. Weeks passed, then months. We adapted. At least we tried. Every night I'd introduce myself again. Every night she'd panic. Every night I'd explain everything. And every morning she'd cry when I told her what happened. I watched my wife grieve herself over and over until one night something changed. 11:07 p.m. Emily looked at me. The usual confusion appeared, but this time she didn't ask who I was. Instead she whispered, "You're not supposed to be here." My stomach dropped. "What?" She kept staring, past me, almost through me. Then she said, "He'll get angry if he sees you." I felt cold. "Who will?" Emily's eyes widened, as if she'd said too much. Then she started crying. The next day she remembered nothing, not a single word, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. He'll get angry. Who? What was she talking about? That night I placed a voice recorder beside the bed at 11:07 p.m. Emily forgot me again. I left the room. The recorder kept running. The next morning I listened to it. At first there was silence. Then Emily started talking to someone who wasn't there, or at least someone I couldn't hear. There were long pauses between her sentences, as if another voice was responding. Then I heard her say, "No, he doesn't know. I promised I wouldn't tell him. Then, I miss you too." I stopped the recording. My hands were shaking. I never told Emily. I couldn't. How do you tell someone they spend every night talking to an invisible person? Instead, I started searching through old photographs, old social media posts, anything unusual, anything connected to her past. That's when I found him, a man named Michael. The photo was 10 years old. Emily was standing beside him, smiling, happy, the kind of smile I'd never seen in any picture from before we met. I asked her about him. Her face immediately changed. Michael had been her fiancé, years before me. They were supposed to get married. Then he died in a boating accident. Emily rarely spoke about him, not because she hated him, because losing him nearly destroyed her. That night I couldn't sleep. 11:07 arrived. Emily forgot me. Again. But this time I asked a question. "Who is Michael?" Everything stopped. Emily froze, completely still. Then she slowly looked at me. For the first time in months, she didn't seem confused. She seemed heartbroken. Then she whispered, "He's waiting for me." I wanted to leave. I wanted to run, but I couldn't abandon her. So I kept searching, and eventually I found something strange. Something nobody had ever noticed. Not even Emily. Michael's death certificate listed the accident at 11:07 p.m. The exact time my wife forgot who I was every night. The exact time, down to the minute. I didn't know what to believe anymore. Coincidence? Trauma, a psychological trigger buried deep in her subconscious. Maybe. But then came the night. Everything changed. 11:07 p.m. Emily looked at me, then toward the bedroom doorway, her eyes filled with tears. "No." Silence, then louder. "No!" I looked behind me. Nothing. The doorway was empty, but Emily kept staring, as if someone was standing there, watching us. Then she started screaming. The kind of scream you never forget. Pure terror, pure grief. Then she shouted, "I chose him." The room went silent, and suddenly, Emily collapsed. We rushed back to the hospital. Doctors ran more tests, more scans, more evaluations. This time they found something. Not a disease, not brain damage, a severe trauma response, one buried so deeply that it only surfaced under very specific conditions. Months of therapy followed. Painful therapy. Honest therapy. Eventually, Emily remembered something she'd spent years suppressing. The night Michael died. The night he proposed, they postponed their wedding. The night they argued. The night she left him alone. The night he died, at exactly 11:07 p.m. For years, part of her blamed herself, so deeply that her mind created an escape. Every night at the exact moment he died, she mentally returned to the life she might have lived. A life where Michael was still alive. And I didn't exist. Therapy helped, slowly, painfully. The episodes became less frequent. Then once a week, then once a month. Eventually, they stopped completely. That should be the end of the story. The happy ending, the explanation, the closure, but it isn't. Because 6 months after her final episode, I found something, a recording, one I'd never heard before, from the old voice recorder, hidden among dozens of files, recorded during one of Emily's episodes, near the very end. I almost deleted it. Then I pressed play. There was silence, then Emily's voice, soft, tearful, and one final sentence. A sentence I still think about. Even now, she said, "I know you're not Michael." Pause, then, "But thank you for letting me say goodbye." The recording ended, and for the first time, I wasn't afraid anymore, because maybe some ghosts aren't monsters. Maybe some are just memories that refuse to let go. Tell me something. If someone you loved forgot who you were, every single night, how long would you keep reminding them? A week? A month? A year? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to The Dark Chronicles, because some goodbyes take years to happen. See you in the dark.